today we have with us Dr. Brian Dennis, Director of Data Engineering at Data Machines Corp. Please, can you tell me a bit about the company itself, Data Machines? What is the company all about?
Data Machines is a small veteran-owned business in Ashburn, Virginia. We do a lot of advanced R&D work with government agencies, focusing on supplying them with infrastructure for their advanced technology projects.
Let's talk about Linode. In what capacity are you using or leveraging Linode solutions or technologies?
The specific program that I'm supporting, which is a machine learning program looking at how to reduce by a vast order of magnitude the number of label examples needed to get reasonably good models, which means basically machine learning, which means GPUs. We had a short time window in which we needed to procure some equipment, get into our data center, but at the same time, we actually needed to provide some support, some hardware support to researchers around the world to get going on that program. And so we looked to various cloud providers to see if we could actually make those resources available, GPU resources available to them within that window in which we didn't have our equipment. And so we did a survey. We looked at some of the major guys, and it was not within our budget to get the level of equipment that we needed for them. So we looked at some of the smaller providers, and it turned out that Linode had started a GPU program. And in fact, it was the exact GPU cards that we're looking at procuring for our project, because the real emphasis there was on the amount of GPU memory on those cards. So that was a great fit. The pricing actually worked out really well in terms of what we needed to do to be able to support the researchers around the world. And so we're using essentially Linode's dedicated GPU servers in a couple of different data centers from Linode around the world, and providing that, making that available almost directly to the researchers so they can sort of log in, grab those GPUs, work on their training, get their data up there, and then eventually they come back into our fold, where in our data center we do evaluations with the government and we run their codes. There's extreme overhead in terms of if the GPU is sitting idle, I can fairly say you're burning money. So we do it in our data center because we need that flexibility and agility for some things. But if you're a smart data scientist or data engineer or AI ML organization, and you can figure out how to sort of bound your utilization for fixed periods and work within that framework, you can go a long way with public cloud providers like Linode, because they provide relatively straightforward pricing, simple mechanisms for getting started, and then pretty much blanket access to the actual virtual machine, so you can put whatever you need to put on there. Our customers are really demanding. So turn it around. We need to get these resources this quickly. So for example, I could go to my Linode representative and ask them, what do you have available? Can you let me know when there's going to be new cards available in a data center? Will that data center be in Mumbai versus Newark, New Jersey? Because I have researchers that are in Australia. So if it's in Mumbai, that cuts down their lag and lets them be more productive. And so again, that's the sort of thing where if you put in a ticket or you send an email and it goes to a first level analyst who looks at it and says, well, I have to bump that up. That takes a long time. And again, our customers want us to be operating almost at the speed of thought there. And so if we can talk to a representative and in one turn get an answer, or even better, get the initial heads up or the indicator that there's going to be more resources available, or maybe sometimes the answer is no. That's still, if we get that within 24 hours, that's better than having to go through a couple of tickets to find out, oh, you couldn't do that. So yes, it's been great working with a company that provides that level of service, not the chatbot, the actual human that you're going to go ask things and have interactions with and iterations with. And especially for our customers, it's been a great boon for what we've been doing.